We just had the error code of H1 fuel pump, or fuel supply. It's 2:30 in the morning and it's -9 degrees. Our fuel line is frozen. It is officially too cold for van life.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Last night it was -8 degrees, and right now it's still -8 degrees. The sun just came up over the mountains, and it's supposed to get to 0 by 10 a.m., which is when we're gonna go skiing. But woo, it's chilly right now.
Last night the boys were putting a ceiling up in George's bathroom, so I went to bed pretty early. But this one didn't roll in till like 1 o'clock.
George thought it was a good idea to start shiplapping the ceiling of the bathroom. He came up with that idea that morning yesterday. Went to the hardware store, bought all the supplies, and just started going after it. So we came home from skiing to half of a bathroom ceiling. So we had to put that together. I guess George was making us pay our dues for the hospitality.
Even though we're sleeping in the van.
We're supposed to go to the mountain soon. It opens in 45 minutes, but we are not going until the weather warms up because it's a wind chill factor of -20 right now, which is crazy.
Yeah, thanks.
But the heater's doing good in the van. I think we're pretty toasty in here.
Teeth are brushed. When you don't have any water in the van, you have to make do.
Why don't we have water in the van?
Because it's -8 degrees and we didn't want our pipes to freeze, so we figured instead of worrying about the pipes, we just won't fill them up and then we don't have to worry.
Luckily, we have George's cabin to shower and cook food and stuff, so it makes life a little bit easier for this trip because with -12 degrees and the forecast was a wind chill of -20, it just, we might not have taken the van.
Yeah, chances were too high that it would be frozen or we'd just be worrying about it the whole time.
And if it was this time last year, we would just drive to a warmer area if there was a cold front coming in on our big snowboard trip. So that's a huge plus of the van in partnership with an Epic Pass. You can just kind of ski, chase powder, and go wherever it's nice.
It's also 12 in the water compartment right now. When it froze last year, it was like 16, I think.
What? 50? It was 15. Not negative. It was 15.
Yeah, so the likelihood of it being frozen is high.
It's better insulated now, though. But
True.
yeah. Breakfast of Champions?
Yep.
Ooh, thank you. Yeah? Donut review?
What are these? What are these?
What do you got there?
Honey glazed.
How is it?
Is it good? Should I go
Not
chocolate or
vanilla
honey?
glaze.
It's no dots.
Well, that's for sure. What are you going for, Alex?
I don't know. I'm gonna go this one, even though he said it wasn't that good.
It'll do the job.
Can you take this one?
Okay.
Actually, no, that's fine.
Did you want? What do you? What
He
do you,
doesn't like chocolate.
No, that's fine. You're good.
Is there no chocolate on it?
We just did a
This is the honey glaze. Here you go.
It's a honey, not a vanilla.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The rebound ratio is good.
I'm not aware of the rebound.
It's a
ratio.
thing, yeah.
It's when you bite it,
And it rebounds.
then it rebounds.
Well, sometimes it's a bad thing.
Das doesn't really rebound though.
Right. Krispy Kreme just doesn't, there's no bounce.
Dissolves.
Yeah.
We are currently getting ready for a day of snowboarding. However, we are back in the van and our diesel heater stopped working. So, trying to figure that out right now. Kevin thinks that maybe it's so cold out that the fuel line froze, but we're not really sure. It turns on, but it pumps out cold water, and then, cold air, and then it just turns off, and we get a what? An H1 service?
An H1 service, but it's, yeah.
The thing that stinks about this is we've been at George's house, but the last 2 nights we slept in the van. Now every single person who is coming up for the weekend is here, so all the good beds are taken. So we have to move inside. I think we're on a bunk bed.
Yeah. It's really cold out, so maybe it's because of the, I don't know. We'll have to get this working now. What do we think? Better than nothing? Not too afraid of it. It'll be alright. The problem is with this motor, the engine doesn't get hot until you start driving, so we're kind of beat, honestly. Until we start moving. It is what it is. First time rolling squad deep at a mountain tail. Are we ready to snowboard with friends?
I don't know. You're a bit squeaky.
Real squeaky. Keith's first time at Vermont. First bubble? Hell yeah. And then if it was really windy, you could bring this thing down.
Bubble's the best.
We were using it yesterday. It was cold. This is Ty's first time in Vermont. He said he's going to do 2 double black diamonds today.
I did not. Did not say that.
Rebecca's pro. She's going to do a backflip, hit the half foot.
All the way down.
Where are you going over there?
Just to check out this tree.
How is it?
Good for next Christmas.
This is awesome. Uh-oh.
We did not do this one yesterday.
Oh no. There he goes. Ripper McGee. We are running squad deep right now. Oh, he went down.
Warming up the toes.
Numb foot.
Totally numb. When I took it out, I only had 2 red toes. The rest were white.
Look at that view.
It'd be
Beautiful,
prettier
huh?
if it was all snowy.
Tell him. Never satisfied.
Well,
Now she's ready to shred.
yeah, it feels so much better.
We got separated from the group. They were waiting for us at the top, and then we'll get back together. It's kind of difficult skiing with a big group. We're not used to it. We're just used to going by ourselves. So it's like making sure everybody's, you know, together. And then you feel bad because if people are waiting for you or you're waiting for others, it's kind of just like
I think it's also different because we're all different
skill levels.
skill
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Oh yeah.
In the bubble.
That's nice. Keeping ourselves nice and toasty warm in this Vermont frigid Arctic basically temperatures.
I definitely agree that I don't think it's as
Cold.
today. Like
Yeah.
my nose is cold.
It's cold when you're on the run, but
Yeah.
as opposed to yesterday where I felt like I was sweating on the run, but in the lifts I was freezing, where today the lifts I'm not bad.
Right. Same.
Uh-oh. Good job.
Good job. Love you.
Now it's time to see if the van is warm. The heater's
Did you
on.
turn it back on before you left?
I mean, I turned it on before when I got out originally, but I don't know. It's not looking good. We'll see though. All right, we made it back.
My body's so sore. Ooh.
The king's coming with us. Wow, lucky us. The heater's still not working right now. Just got back to George's house and it's time to figure this out. I did just do a reset on this, which that's a factory reset, so I hope that does the trick. It's really easy, it's just in the gears. Now I'm just converting it to Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to turn the heater on and fingers crossed we get something. Alright, we're back in business. Whew! We're cooking again. That is great news. I am stoked. Thank goodness. After fixing the heater, Taylor and I went into the cabin to hang out with the gang before getting ready to go to bed. You have fun?
Catchphrase winners. That's us. There were some you were questionable on.
We're finally going to bed before midnight while we're here.
I've been to bed before midnight every night.
True, she has. I haven't, but finally. The heater's still running. It's a solid 58 in here.
My kneecaps are super sore. Gonna sit tomorrow out for sure.
It is negative, I don't know actually what it is right now.
58 in the van, 12 in the water compartment.
Oh boy. The temperature is
What's the wind chill factor?
-6 right now. Feels
Feel
like negative 14. Going down to negative 12. Yikes.
Gonna be a cold one.
Brr.
What's tomorrow's temp? 19.
High of 19, low of 6. It's gonna be so hot tomorrow. This is crazy.
Alright, well, it is bedtime now, so
Yeah.
see you guys in the AM.
Good night. H1 service. We just had the error code of H1 fuel pump, or fuel supply. It's 2:30 in the morning and it's -9 degrees. Our fuel line is frozen. We're getting no heat. So we need to go into the cabin and sleep there for the night. Which is why, it explains why the heater wasn't working yesterday morning, because yesterday morning it was also like -10. So.
Let's get a van. It's gonna be so fun. You can wake up in the middle of the night, breathing your butt off.
I mean, it's still 52 in here, because I guess the heater
Not warm.
The heater probably turned off not too long ago, but it's definitely off now, so it's got to warm up. I think -8 is our number, and it can only be -8 for so long, and then
Is it negative? What's the degree outside?
-9. It's been -9 since like 11 p.m. 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. So our diesel is probably slushy and it can't make it to the S-bar heater because it's just too cold outside. So I think we've met our match with how cold we can go. Time to get dressed. It's an early morning. It's a cold one. Oh man, I can't believe the freaking fuel line is frozen. I don't even know if our car will actually start. If the fuel line's frozen, the fuel line to the car is probably frozen as well. Because it's -9. You need like a heater block. Brutal.
It's getting better.
It is officially too cold for van life. Oh, it is now -11.
Oh my god.
Boobs are frozen.
I mean, we're the fuel line. It's not gonna get above 0 degrees until 10 a.m. Okay, it's really cold. My nose hairs are frozen. Oh.
So we can go back couch, but
Okay.
reach for the next one.
Okay. Ow. We made it. We'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully our van's not too frozen. It's currently 10 degrees outside. It's getting 22 degrees today, hopefully, by like 3 p.m. I think it's only 11:43 right now. Hopefully the diesel fluid, the actual fuel, is not jelly and frozen anymore. Hopefully it thawed enough. I did read online that it needs to be above 15 degrees for it to start thawing, so we're still a little too cold, but the sun's out, so hopefully it's kind of heating us up. We'll see if it is able to suck and pull some fuel. And then hopefully it's only getting down to, I think, 9 degrees tonight, so we should be able to make it with the heater. This is crazy. That's rock solid. Nervous about our batteries too. It's 32 in here. You know the batteries, you don't want them to get too cold either. We'll see. We're at 100% though. I think we might be getting lucky. It's 12 degrees right now. It's feeling warm. I think that might be it for this one. The Vermont temperatures didn't do so well for us, with -14 and -13 the last 2 nights. I think we've met our match with how cold we can go in the van. And no, anything below -8 consistently is bad news for our diesel fuel lines because the diesel freezes up. But hope you liked this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Damn it!